Somebody can only take you as serious as you take yourself. What I'm saying is, somebody can only take you as serious as you take yourself. Oh man, I keep losing my train of thought. I did some research, right? And they said that something about um losing your memory, right? Like a memory spell. Like they want you to be tripping over your words. They want you to lose your train of thought. They want you to feel like, you're losing your mind. And they also want to institutionalize you and make you seem mentally unstable. But that shit don't work the way that people think it works, right? Like I said, you might get notifications. Your body might start to react because you might be partaking or doing certain things that allows your perception or your energetic signature to be susceptible to those certain type of signals being sent. So when you get those signals being sent, you get those notifications, and your body starts to prepare to react and respond, to whatever spell work or whatever disease or illness that your body could be potentially getting sent, or your soul or whatever could potentially be getting sent. And I'm actually glad I stumbled upon that, because bring it on, motherfuckers, because now is no holds bar. Now, you know, people might have, thought in the past, oh, is he doing spell work, or is he doing this, or is he going to get readings, or is he doing that? No, I was never doing none of that shit, and I don't have to, and I still don't, right? But now I'm given the I'm I'm given the full authority, and I'm letting it be officially clear that anybody that sent any type of negativity, evil eye, or whatever the hell to try to throw me off kilter, it's the gloves is off, right? So whatever happens to you, whatever happens going forth, just know that the Most High it sees everything, and I'm gonna just leave it at that, right? So when you allow yourself to be treated like your second option, it's not because somebody else sees you as second option. It's because you see yourself as second option. You see yourself as somebody that you wouldn't take seriously. So people don't take you seriously. You don't carry yourself as somebody that you would take seriously. So people don't take you seriously. And in adverted, like in turn, that makes you look like somebody that they can't take seriously. But looks can be deceiving. And that's why I'm so grateful for all the things that happened in the past and all the things that's happening now, all the spell work, evil eye, whatever the hell the world wants to, call it, right? I just call it hard times, right? Hard times create strong men, right? And strong men create good times, and good times create weak men. So I'm in one of those times where I'm going to be one of those strong men that comes out of these hard times. And I'm going to make sure that everybody knows that I'm one of those strong men that come out of these hard times. No matter what happens, failure, I'm going to fail my way into success, because you don't succeed into succession. You don't lead into being a leader. You got to follow people, and you got to be a true person, not a deceiver, like all these other people. Yeah, I don't care if you believe them, and I don't care if you believe me. I'm here to show you and be true to me, so I can change your reality. But when you treat yourself, I was just I was just messing around with some, you know, technology, right? Wordplay. A lot of people can try to play like they're me. A lot of people can try to play like they, you know, they have the what you call it, that umph. They could play like they have that special hot sauce, right? But they don't, and that's okay. And I've been keeping myself humble due to the fact that I don't know how hard I can go without being like told spiritually, hey, now you got to chill out, right? Like, cause when I, like I said, when I start, I'm not gonna stop, right? So don't get me started, right? I know how to control myself. I can control my anger. I can control all that shit, right? But if you think that I don't know or I'm not aware of something, then that's not my fault that you don't think that I'm not aware of those things, right? And I can't take, I can't feel bad for my response or what happens to you because of your lack of thought process, right? I didn't tell you to think about none of those things. I didn't even tell you to think about me, right? So when you think that anything that happens, oh, when you think that anything you say has anything to do with the happenings in somebody else's life, that's when you have been, you know, properly used and deceived by evil, right? Because we're not here to, you know, take part in somebody else's reality. We're here to expand our own reality, come together and multiply and grow more life. A lot of people have been used, you know, covertly to create destruction in their own lives and in their own community, which is why it's easy for me to separate myself, bounce, and go. Because if I stay in one spot, then I'll be stuck. Just like how, you know, people are just now coming on and being aware that this is the golden age. Like this has been the golden age for a few years now, but it's levels to this shit. So I can't stay talking about the first chapter of the book, just like I don't think that it's smart for pastors to keep talking about Genesis and the beginning of the Bible and in the beginning this and that and all this other crap. But it's all part of the plan. That's why I'm playing my part, right? Like I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say, but I'm just playing my part, right? And I'm not gonna treat myself like I'm second best when I know I'm better than you motherfuckers. And I'm saying that shit right here, and I will say that shit to you motherfuckers in your face because I will have the opportunity to, right? I've been begging God for the opportunity to be able to get on these stages and be able to show my talents, right? Because it's not just talent. I have the work ethic, but without certain things, and we ain't gonna talk about that, right? But just be careful of the questions that people ask you. Be careful of the things that they want to know about you at a certain point in your life or a certain point in your time, because we're gonna say it right now. We denounce, rebuke, right, and cut down any evil that has been said about my plans, your plans, right, present, past, or future. And it's even hard for me to say that right now because I know there's so much evil working against me, right? And I keep being naive and letting people in and letting strangers in and letting strangers ask me questions. And then, you know, because of that childish heart, sometimes you don't know if it's the child that's answering or if it's the, you know, one protecting the child that's answering. If it's the lowest form of you or if it's the highest form of you, which form of you is it that's answering? Which answer do you want to give them that doesn't let them in on God's plan? That's why certain things are hidden and certain things are, you know, right there in front of you. And I remember what's her name saying this, Oracle Fairy, she's like, if it's a snake, it will bite you. So it's like that, right? Certain things are just right there in front of our face, but we can't see it because if we see it, we'll go tell the wrong person. So stop treating yourself like you're second best. I'm not treating myself like I'm second best. Anybody that has any type of evil plan, any agreements, any um contracts, or what is the other word? Agreements, contracts, or anything that was agreed upon against my will, against my better judgment, I rebuke it, I repel it, I dispel it, and I cut it down in spirit, flesh, like Shavi Zane say, in spirit and in flesh. Cut down all that evil, cut down all that negativity, cut down all that, all the fear, the anxiety, the evil eye, the hindrance, the vehicle manipulation, the mental manipulation, the heart manipulation, the soul manipulation. And whatever happens, just know that you deserve it. Especially if you're doing evil to people that don't do anything to you. You deserve what happens to you, right? So the next 72 hours, whatever happens, you deserve it. And then the next 72 hours after that, whatever happens, you deserve it. And then so on and so forth until it gets to what time limit we're going to set on this one. We're going to give you 7 years. 7 years bad luck. Because you looked in the mirror and you broke that shit. You should have seen your reflection and fixed that bitch.